So if our customers already have SAP solutions, they are what we call instance-based, they are running an SAP ERP, then that customer will use the RISE with SAP journey to get to the SAP Business Suite. For the RISE with SAP journey, what is different? As I said, these are customers that are using an SAP ERP as their main solution, and that can be ECC or S/4HANA Cloud, S/4HANA on-premise. That we are moving this existing landscape, this monolithic, where normally we have a lot of development and extensions and so on, into the business suite in different steps, depending on the maturity and the ability of the customer and how many of those, after the analysis, how many of those extensions and developments need to be brought into the business suite. And this can be done through a greenfield, as I mentioned, like a new customer would do, but it can also be through a brownfield. And these brownfield will then, of course, have different tools that are going to help analyze the data that is existing, or it's going to help analyze those extensions that exist right now to understand how is the system being used, what processes are used, what processes are not used, and how do we bring those or not to the SAP Business Suite. So that different approach is because the source is different and there's already an SAP ERP in place. And of course, this brownfield will then bring a different outcome, and maybe the customer is not ready to come directly to S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition as part of the Business Suite, and then we go into S/4HANA Cloud Private Edition. And then it's also joined by all the different solutions that are, for example, the Signavio Process Insight, that are going to help them identify that is a big practice that can be adopted versus those processes that are very customized and need to be brought over in a lift and shift mode.